live locally, so I walk past it every day. For me, it's more of how it looks, and I didn't like the regimented sort of car park style linear graves, all very sort of squashed in. I said, can't they keep it at least more sort of flowing and natural like the existing cemetery is?
Well, I think it's important for people to have somewhere to visit their loved ones, but it's a great place to walk dogs. I've got dogs here, you probably can't see them, but I'm walking my dogs.
This is entirely a global warming issue, entirely. This is a win-win-win. Instead, it's a lose-lose-lose, because there is no need whatsoever to dig new, microscopic little graves, throw people out, and the whole idea that people have no right to in perpetuity. You could have tree burials, you could have benches with people's names on them. You know, this could be a huge wilderness which we don't have in cities. The concept of graves, dead people, taking trees away from living people, and Earth itself is inexcusable, just inexcusable, when we could have everything.
The idea that we could be reducing them rather than trying to increase the number of them, it just seems like absolute madness. You know, the next generation, the idea, once these things are lost, they're lost really. In your silk upholstery.
I've lived in Southwark since 1979. Part of what makes London and particularly Southwark special is the green spaces, and I'm here today to try and prevent and knock some sense, not literally, into the council and into what's going on here. It's an absolute crisis. We need all the help we can get, and ancient trees should not be felled. My understanding is that they're felling woods and they're moving graves, older graves, to make way for the future dead people. It doesn't make any sense. If we don't stand up to this kind of devastation now, this could be in your borough. Every tree has, you know, a million creatures living in it. So where are they supposed to go? They're not the future deceased.
They've closed most of the graveyards already in London because this idea that you've heard about, perhaps with other speakers, that they're mounding over graves. Well, in fact, you could just close the graveyard. I mean, this idea of paupers' graves having no rights. Well, we should be, I mean, in a sense, all of our families were paupers, if you go back far enough, including the Queen of England. You know, you just go back far enough, in the case of some families, possibly 1,000 years. In my own family, my grandparents were paupers. So the idea that unmarked graves have no rights, and then marked graves have rights on a clock, a ticking clock. And exactly at 75 years, the clock goes off, the grave's gone. It's only a ritual of worshipping money in the end. It's only money that we're worshipping, only money. Harriet Harman, who's the MP, has asked that the digging stop, which is being ignored as I stand here talking to you. And that's, you know, we've had one of our members lie down under a truck, and it was ignored from Harriet Harman because in the end, you know, whatever words we use in English and other languages, it's functionary. These are just people who push pencils. And this is a concept that we now fully understand. Every scientist on planet Earth understands this. Every ecologist, every philosopher, every person of any academic, most people of any academic intellectual standing fully understand the cycle of life. And what we're doing politically is ignoring the huge backlog of scientific knowledge.
Save our graves, save our woods, save our cedar trees.
Take me down, little Susie, take me down.
Who speaks for the trees? Well, we're speaking for the trees.